I'm eating Sour Patch. Look away.
Avert your gaze. So, we're testing car mounts today. What the fuck?
This is what you get when you drive a four-wheel drive and you don't actually need one.
What are you talking about? Of course I do. You want to drive around the Mount Omni shopping centre?
Earlier when you called it the Mitt Romney shopping center, fucking killed me. It's so similar. I've
really
never
is.
thought of that. Nah.
So I hope you enjoyed the content that we've done this week with the backyard exploration and stuff. Because we got a new camera and we're doing vlogs and stuff now because the real life stuff is fun.
It's a little, like, fucking box that has magnets on it and shit. It's fucking crazy, the shit they got these days.
Yeah. It's a DG, not DG, I keep saying DG, because DJ just seems weird for me, DJI.
Yeah. Well, it's like, there's a few things like that where I always get the fucking acronym backwards and it's like, I have to fucking manually fucking remember it.
So yeah, we got a DJI Action 2, which is a little action cam and it's tiny, and right now it's mounted to the car.
Like it's like this, it's, the actual, like, thing is about like the size of a shot glass, like the bottom of a shot glass, you know, it's like, it's small and then it's on this little fucking, like, you know, not even a cube, it's just a rectangular prism. It's quite shallow. It's a remarkable size little thing. It's got a really, really wide fucking thingamajig, like a view.
Field of view.
I got to work out fucking some of the light scaling on it or some shit, because like fucking, you know, outside, it's fine. When we're under the house, everything looks pitch black. So I don't know, probably got like a lighting setting. That's the problem, it's like, it's...
Well, that's when we get, the plan is, there's a power grip, which I thought was only 5,000 milliamp. You can get a 10,000 milliamp one.
Neat.
And it's a thing you use to hold the camera on, and it's got 2 USB ports on the sides of it to charge your camera and everything. And then there's a magnetic ball lock that goes on there, and then off there puts a little light.
Right.
Because the problem with any camera is these cameras aren't made for low light.
Right.
Like, if you want a camera made for low light, you're spending thousands on a, you know, handheld thing. Or you can just, you know, affix lights and stuff, which is generally what you want to do.
Alright, yeah.
And also I'm learning color grading too, which I think I did a really good job on the outside one. I think that looked fantastic, personally. I don't know.
I mean, it looked like outside, which is, I figured, the goal.
Yeah.
Unless you're like trying to film an episode of Doctor Who or something.
And you know, the big issue with slow-mos is because of the way the speed it operates, the shutter at.
You can see the flicker of the fluorescent light.
Yes, that's, yeah, anywhere under, like in a low light, slow-mo is going to be bad unless you've got proper lighting.
I do have lighting.
I tried to do deflickering, and it just like doing it on a slow-mo video is not fun. So yeah, the idea is we're going to be driving around Brisbane, finding things and looking at things and
swearing at people sitting on bus stops.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
and like,
fuck you, lady.
Once we eventually get the second camera, we'll have that pointing forward. So I have like thing, and then we'll eventually get like them everywhere, just cameras on all sides.
Finally have your 8-screen full virtual reality experience. It could be like what you would release, like a fucking one of those sim games. Except for just like you driving the fucking car around. Release a hideously expensive fucking peripheral that's like the fucking wheel to your Mazda.
That's a Mitsubishi.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What's Mazda?
Mazda's the one that's like the circle and then it goes, it's like a...
Alright. Yeah, Mitsubishi then. I apologize to the people at Mazda and Mitsubishi who probably are in a blood feud.
Mitsubishi.
Because, yeah.
Mazda.
Because the fucking... You know, the Mitsubishi princess eloped. Didn't marry the fucking Mazda heir.
So yeah, the idea is we're going to be doing more blog and real life stuff, and eventually, you know, traveling and stuff. Because like, I go to Japan and other places, and because I think the world's very interesting.
Kind of a novel spot. Every time I see Bob Jane's T-Marts, I can only think Bob Jane's T-Girls. It works so well. I mean, you probably don't want your new pussy installed to be made out of like old tire rubber.
Yeah, nah.
Think of the friction. Yeah, but it's got wet weather grip tread. I mean, I'm sure there's a market for that, but it's a narrow one, you know? You don't want to be fucking... You maybe don't want to be making it like a pin that you're trying to fucking throw through a pin-sized fucking hole. Try and get like a... Try and have a broader fucking run of options there with your fucking... That's always been my approach. Patiently sit there until some woman gets confused enough about me to want to date me for a while.
You just lay traps, like, you know, a box with something under it and a stick in it.
Yeah.
Trap is law saying,
Gilmore
"You're
Girls
my wife
DVD.
now."
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls.
It's one of those fucking salt lights. All have them. Don't know why. That just became a girl thing somehow. I didn't even...
I did have a salt lamp.
Yeah. And they are salt too. Like I just thought it was bullshit. But it's like, no, it's actually fucking salt. It's like, is that meant to do something? Like, is that how it was marketed originally?
Yeah.
Like, give you salt dreams or protect you from salt dreams or something?
It's supposed to be like health and stuff. You sleep with a salt lamp.
Health.
Like, give you good health.
Faintly warm electric salt. It's in the Bible. It's fine.
It's just like, it's a big salt block that heats up and exudes salt. Like, I'm always scared it's going to light on fire.
Like, if I lock a steak in a fucking cupboard with that, is that going to fucking, you know... I figure that's how you'd sell that. Like, it uses photonic seasoning to fucking infuse your meat with delicious Himalayan salt flakes at like a subatomic level. So much easier than trying to genetically crossbreed a cow with some salt. Not a lot of DNA going on in salt, sadly. Not a lot you can do with that fucking genome. You know, it's all G's and A's and T's. Salt, it's just S. Yeah.
I wonder if they have salt snakes. The snake naturally generates salt. It's like a salt shaker, you know, just shake its head. Salt's coming out of its mouth.
I mean, because there's what is that fucking thing? A sloth. There's a sloth that's like green, because, you know, it's a sloth, so it moves so slowly that just moss grows on it. So there could be like some kind of weird, you know, cave lizard that just salt deposits wind up on it. And that's just kind of like, you know, Pokemon'd its way into being part of how the fucking thing functions. Because there's the fucking, you know, like the thorny devil in the outback, which is a lot smaller than you think it is when you see it.
Yeah.
You know, you see this thing covered in thorns, and you're like, oh, look at that. And your brain just goes, oh, that's got to be pretty big. And it really isn't. They're like yay big. They're like not fucking large. But the way the thorns all line up, like the fucking wrinkles of it and shit, like when rainwater falls on it, it goes down the little rivulets and just straight into the thing's mouth.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
I want that. I don't want to go outside and open my mouth and have a little water pool.
You don't want that, because if I pee on that lizard, it has to drink it. And if you have something that does that, I will find a fucking way. You know? There'll just be these long setups that just wind up with me somehow like over you having to pee real bad.
That would be our no laughing butt, so you just pee on someone every time they laugh.
Well, it'll be like the fucking Tanaka, you know, Thai kick. It's like, you know it's coming. But then, like, there's all these ways they try to make it look like it mightn't happen this time, but then you know it's gonna happen.
We'll call it urine therapy. Amber, urine therapy. No!
And I come. Time to pee.
No!
have to pee.
I don't want it.
Yeah. Been drinking nothing but asparagus smoothies.
Ugh.
That was all for this. Even I don't enjoy those. Asparagus smoothies and alcohol-free beer. Have to come up with some kind of like Thai battle trumpet, fucking for my urine.
So we are currently on the Centenary Highway, northbound.
Yeah, why are we going north?
Yeah. I was gonna just drive around a bit. I got some places I do want to go.
Okie dokie.
It's like, I wish the day would make up its mind whether it wants to be viciously overcast or, you know, sunny.
It's looking pretty sunny now.
Yeah, it was very dark this morning when I got up.
There's one of those weird freeways that's just kind of like smack dab in the middle of like some really foresty fucking bits of suburbia in Brisbane. Because like this bit's on like the weird prong. Like there's kind of this like flaccid dick because the weird shape of fucking Brisbane River. Like it's not like a normal fucking river that just goes in a direction. You're like, oh yeah, look at that. And then you can just have like a city sensibly built around it. This thing is like just a fucking, you know, back and forward fucking lightning bolt of bullshit. And that results in just these strange pockets that, while technically close to the city, for a long time were just fucking borderline inaccessible because of a lack of bridges. And even after they built the bridges, it's like, I'm not going out there. What the fuck would I go out there for? You know, so you gotta drive like for ages just to get around like this weird fucking bit. And as a result, like the suburbs out here are just still fucking forests basically. Like this is a 6-lane fucking, you know, thingamajig, motorway, freeway. And as you look left and right, it's like, oh, right, yeah. This is the fucking used to be trees that I'll be remembering in 50 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like fucking trees. I don't even know if there's a vague hint of suburb, but it's like, well, you know, what do these people do? They could be an entirely alien culture, you know? This might be like that China thing where there's just this little region of Brisbane that speaks English, but it's like, it's just been living in this fucking, because it's called Fig Tree Pocket. And it's just like, it's been living in this fucking little patch by itself for like 50 years. And so now it's just, you know, mad gibberish. Hey, how do I get to the freeway from here? Yard boy, hey! Huh? You guys aren't hooked up to the government power, are you?
They just have a guy called Dave who just pedals a big wheel.
Flywheel Dave.
Where's Dave powered? Power Dave.
Or as they call him, Thorpe Humpdink.
Humple-dinga-bunga. Egbert Humpledick. Humpy Bong.
Like this fucker just used to... I do remember when this was like 2 lanes just each. And it was savagery. Like now there's like fucking tunnels and stuff. You can go under the city if you're not trying to go through the city, which is nice because if you ever had to go from like south side to north side, you had to go through the city.
Yeah.
And that was a fucking cunt.
Oh, yeah.
Lane control ends. Lane anarchy begins. There's a lot of botanical gardens out this side. And it's right near a fucking big old, like a big fucking, like the graveyard. Like there are other graveyards, but this is a big one. And I feel like the two should just merge one day quietly without telling anybody.
We're gonna go up Mount Coot-tha.
That's right. You kind of forget it's there. Because Brisbane's just so lumpy in general that most spots in Brisbane, you forget there is actually sort of like what qualifies as a mountain. And it is, like, it's up there, but like, you know, we're not talking like fucking, you know, something with a point that gets some snow
like
on
Mount
it.
Fuji.
Yeah.
Mount Coot-tha.
The crazy thing is it's not Mount Coot-tha in the way you might think. It's Mount Coot-tha.
Yeah.
And that's in all of the fucking, like, that's how they spell it. And I'm not Like, it's like Spider-Man. It's like, all right, yeah, he's got the hype, but you know who doesn't? Fucking everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, they realized, like, pretty soon after that, it's like, hey, this is sort of just awkward. It's like, yeah, it sort of fucking is. I mean, it kind of weirdly winds up making sense with Parker being a fucking nerd. It's just like, well, it's technically how I'm a man, not a Spider-Man, if you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, no, I get that. We're just talking about, like, you know, in the modern context, it's just... You know, we could probably fucking skip some of it. Coot-tha.
Coot-tha?
I wonder what that is. It's probably Aboriginal.
I assume so.
It might not be, though, because, like, sometimes, like, a lot of them, yeah, it's like, all right, there's some pretty distinct phonetics in the Aboriginal languages. But, like, every now and then, there'll just be, like, some fucking Dutch word snuck in there, and you just... yeah, you forget the fucking Europeans that fucking get on it occasionally, too.
I love that there's just, like, someone's bins on the side of the road over there. Like, literally just on the side of the fucking mountain.
Like wheelie bins.
Yeah.
Not like... There's another pit. I'm hoping those
houses
are...
down there, probably.
I was gonna say, I'm hoping those are for that, like, rest stop and not, like, because somehow someone lives off the edge of this cliff. Although that wouldn't fucking surprise me, because there are some fucking just... Like, again, because Brisbane just has some fucking cliffs in it. Like, they're not, you know, we're not talking, like, fucking 100-meter goddamn cliffs. But, like, a 10-meter, you know, a 5-meter cliff is still a cliff, you know?
Yeah.
And yet people will just be like, I'll put in a house here, and just plonk like they'll just, you know, fucking snuggle a goddamn Queenslander that's been fucking, you know, putting some fucking lifts just up against the cliff. And I was just like, oh, there we go. Just make sure the kids don't play out back, it'll be right. Oh, there go the ears.
You could have the biggest flying fox.
You could, yeah. I mean, that is the one. That is the one fucking thing. Yeah. Up here in the bush. There are bits of California that look a lot like this. Not unsurprisingly, because it's all fucking, you know, they got the same trees. Which are now starting to explode and burn the entire place down.
Fucking, well, good on them. That's bad.
I know.
Did they import the trees?
I think they did, yeah.
Let's get these
kind of
beautiful
some weird
exploding
stories,
trees.
yeah. But then they also have, like, because you drive through this to get to, like, the forest that they used for indoor.
Yeah.
And that's, like, honest to God, one of the most pleasant natural environments I've ever been in. Because it's like...
Wait, did they really shoot indoor here?
Yeah, not here. Like, I'm talking about in California.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, like, you know those fucking, where it's like more of a temperate climate forest where it's wet and they have, like, big trees. And it's like, you know, outside was, like, warm, and then you go into the forest, like, 5 meters, and you're like, it's like walking into air conditioning. You know, it's really cool, it's really pleasant. Whereas, like, here you walk in the forest, it's like, oh, it's still hot, and now it's pointy. I was hot, I'm still hot, and now there's just the addition of just everything is sharp. Like, there's just not a soft fucking surface. Like, I get why the average just burnt half the shit down sometimes. You know, aside from, like, chasing the animals out and whatnot. Just, like, you just look at it and just go, it'd be easy getting around without just that. You know, it'll have to be a lot simpler if we just fucking... That was just, like, a big pile of fucking ash. We are up the fucking highest. What happened there? Really struck by lightning. Oh, it looks like it. Or else it's fucking ugly. Planned burn notice. I want to go down there. Yeah, so see, here's the thing about Australia, is it burns down. So you either burn it down in a controlled fashion, or it burns itself down in an uncontrolled fashion. And that latter one's not great. I like this because I've never been down this particular track, so I have no idea where it goes.
You're gonna guess nowhere.
I don't know, man. You know, might meet fucking like a bush turkey that has a quest. It is, because it doesn't feel like you're walking down a steep slope, but your feet tell you that you are. is this part of the track or is this like, you see what I mean?
That's what I said, like, I think it just goes to nothing. Like,
Well, I mean,
I feel
it
like there was
continues.
a track here and it's gone.
Because it just feels like it's awfully close to like literally falling down a hill, you know? I think technically it is. But also like I'm 39 and I don't want to fall down a hill.
God, no.
Because that is a fucking steep bit of hill. See, I mean, God knows what happens here.
Where we start our cult?
Some kind of, yeah, it might be cults, you know. Might be where the fucking fae folk hang out, you never know. Yeah, it did. I mean, maybe it continued. I think it did continue, but also I think that's like optional. I think that's for like, you know, that little bit was the Dark Souls. And look, that's fun when you can just, you know, if you fall off a cliff in Dark Souls, you show up at a fire. You fall off a cliff here, you're just down there for a bit. And like eventually someone will come and get you. But like, you know, again, everything, like outside of these little tracks, everything is pointy. I want to stress that. I might take that on the way back. I might be a bit daring. It is kind of nuts that there's just, like, I know why there's no railing, but I also feel like that's really steep.
I kind of really want to just roll down it like Donkey Kong. You know? But like, not the death part.
I mean, I think the worst part is you wouldn't be dead. You'd just be fucked up.
Why don't we just roll down here in a big Zorb?
I feel like, well, I mean, A, that does not look like a Zorb-friendly thing.
Well, you get one that's like a bit reinforced, so like,
Oh, well, no.
it doesn't pop.
Oh, well, I wasn't even worried about it fucking popping. You're gonna like ding, 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 like
Yeah,
you're gonna
that'd
be.
be fun. We have pinball.
Oh man,
Play the
like,
theme to Waluigi's Pinball.
like, again, that is, like, it's not like you couldn't walk up it, but it'd be a bit of a challenge. See, now that's the kind of thing that I'd be expecting, you know, it's just like, all right, look, try not to fucking die, you know? Like, I know it's sort of just, a lot of it's like,
I love how ghetto these are.
yeah.
Fucking.
Well, it's just, like, is it to stop me from just, you know, sprinting out and barreling? No, but it's like, if you just trip over and, like, fall against that,
Yeah.
then you won't go, like, just down there, you know?
Area closed for regeneration. Mate, I think it's pretty regenerated.
Yeah, I mean, with the fucking rain that we've been having, like, it's, you know, I feel like this is literally the greenest, like, it's just a fucking log of fucking
Oh, it's
carpet.
one of those caterpillars. I love those things.
I mean, this is probably the greenest this area has been in, like, fucking a decade.
Yeah.
It's actually nice and cool here. See, that's what happens when it's been raining a bit, you know? Because it's winter, but also the sun's out, and it's just like, fuck you. I have no idea where this goes,
Fucked if I know.
you know? Just get to the bottom and there's just like 3 kangaroos and a jazz trio just looking at us like we're the weirdos. Maybe this is where the fucking primitive technology guy lives, because he is in Queensland. That might be one of his things. That's one of his early works. That was his learner's permit. Shitty hut made from some leaves and whatnot.
There's so many people that like rip him off and they cheat.
Yeah.
Like they go out and like dig things with like excavators and stuff and then they like put it all in it. It's like, look, motherfuckers, we know what you're doing.
I know, and like the great,
You can
like
tell.
the thing I love about him is it's just like once every like 3, and it's all he does. Like there's no, like it's not like he's got a Twitter account where he's fucking, you know, posting heaps of shit. It's just once every like, I don't know, whenever he finishes, there's not even a fucking like, there's no rules. It's just like when I finish a fucking, you know, device or thing, then the video goes up, and it's like, great. You know, there's a raw honesty to it. You know, and you can tell he's not faking by the fucking hands. I do feel like I wish we had some of those little like kiddie cars, because this would be like a great Mario Kart track.
Fucking.
'Cause
Take the shortcut.
Because that's not, it's like an awful while. There's the, you know, I mean, there's like some spider webs and shit there, and I don't want to get eaten, but, you know, I mean, you have to like fucking, you know, what's the fun without the risk, you know? I mean, it's risky as it is just walking down here. I mean, you're fucking 8 shades of cripple.
I'm walking
Like,
backwards.
Yeah, like I feel like that's asking for trouble. Because if you fall over and like crack your hip or something, I can't carry you out of here. I mean, I'll drag you for a second, but you'll, nah, that's fun. Look at this. Like, is that attached or is that like... Huh. Where does that go?
To the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, it's fucking gotta be. World, yeah, World 1, 2. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Honestly, like, because I haven't been in one of these fucking places.
Something is living in that tree.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's like the house for several things. Hey, you stick your finger in it.
No, fuck that, dude.
Shit.
It's probably like a snake in it. Hey, look, there's another pipe.
What? Oh yeah. Huh. I like how we found the start of one pipe over there and the end of one pipe over here. I do like also that it just goes nowhere. You know, just,
They might have been to catch rainwater and like stop them just rolling directly down the hill and like just
stripping the
eroding.
hills out, yeah. Which probably isn't much of a problem now. Because this is the first time I've been in one of these places since it's been like raining a lot, you know?
It's the first time I've been in this place since like 2003. Used to just take women up to the fucking lookout.
It's the one place you could go when you had a car.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Fucking, I don't know. I have a car, but I've just bought fuel, so I have no money. 17, so there's nothing we can do. Let's go to the fucking lookout. You get a sense of the height when you can see out over there.
Yeah, it's nuts.
These rocks broke the law.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. That is weird.
Yeah, because I don't think that was a natural structure that they've built like fucking shit around. Oh man, I have to walk back. Okay, that goes to the Botanical Gardens, which is a while away.
That's at the bottom.
Yeah, that's actually at the fucking bottom. Like, that's all the way down. I don't want to do that. I don't know where that goes. That doesn't look like tree growing out of that tree, you know? It just looks like tree with some bit of fucking regular plant sticking out of it. And I don't think that's the case. Like, I do think that is part of that tree, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and the branches are that, like, fucking young. It just looks like, oh yeah, that could be some fucking ground thing, and
That's
it could be that over
weird.
there.
I mean, truth be told, I've never exactly looked at trees and gone, oh yeah, that's how branches grow.
There's a dreamlike quality to the forest here, because there's like, your brain's telling you you're on one angle, but like, the little, you know, the little level in your ears is telling you you're at another. And you look out over there and you just feel like you're impossibly high, but it doesn't feel like you're up that high. You ever have that in dreams where you get like that like height vertigo, but you're not really up high, it's just like something far away?
Yeah.
Kind of that. It's got like a Dyson sphere quality to it.
You could build a biodome here.
I think the Botanical Gardens has a biodome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got a dome.
Fuck
I'm not
yeah.
sure what was in it. It might be a planetarium, actually, now that I think about it.
No, it is. It is a planetarium.
I wonder if I can pick this up without there being something on it. Hey, all right. Not like my backyard if there was a fucking huntsman on a bit of plastic. Hi, stick. Yep, steep, all right. See, this is what the tubes are for. It's just like, oh yeah, that bit of the paths are gone now. I know what you mean now. There is that bit of just like a go down there on a boogie board.
Right? And like, look at this. This has got like jumps and shit and rampant.
I mean, like, those mountain bike guys have to go down here.
100%.
There's probably rules about when, because you don't want to, like, you know, run into, like, fucking people going for a walk.
Somehow I don't think there's many people that actually walk these.
Yeah, we have not seen a fucking hint of a soul.
Because everyone goes to the top and just like eats food.
I mean, look, that's the sensible life choice. God, yeah, because see, you look up at that weird bit of gnarled tree up there.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's on the wrong angle because of the way the fucking mountain is, and it just fucks with your brain. You know, you're looking at it, you think you're looking horizontally, but you're not.
Oh, look at that boulder covered in moss down there.
Yeah, sweet.
You want to punch it?
A little bit. I mean, it's down there, so I'm not going to. So that looks like someone's made a house, you know?
Yeah, that fucking gives me the willies. It's like...
That'll be my channel, Incompetent Primitive Technology. Like, I'm the guy that evolution got rid of. Like, fucking mud house, and it's just like half a wall, and I hurt my hand. So that feels like there's a story behind that fucking thing.
Dude, I feel like there's a story behind this whole place. It's weird looking.
Huh?
It's just shit everywhere.
That's the forest. It's just fucking shit everywhere, yeah. I feel like someone had a stab at mowing up here, which is very funny to me.
It feels like it.
What is that, weed? Y'all want some weed?
There's definitely a dangerous spider living in there. You see a stump that's like black and darker covered by webs? Don't go near it.
There's something living in there, something living in there. Definitely something living in there. It's wild seeing trees that have fallen over out here. Shield my eyes from the sun, forest. One job. You see, like, what's this? You know?
Yeah, it definitely looks cut. Pokemon are real, it was a Scyther. Scyther!
There's one living in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't take too many steps forward.
I was a bit close to it.
Because, I mean, it is winter-ish, so, like, the amount of, you know, possibly lethal snakes, which is really what you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of the spiders, you kind of have to be fucking around to fucking, you know, bother them. Snakes kind of do get in the way. And they do this dumb thing where they go out of their way to not look like snakes.
Oh, I fucking hate it.
I mean, look, that's just, you know, you're creating fucking the space for these sorts of accidents, you know? It's like a brown snake. What color is it? Brown. Oh, great. What's the ground?
Brown.
Like we could be fucking just hopscotching over them right now as we speak without knowing. Right, you see that? That could have easily been a fucking snake.
Like anything that has like a slight tilt to it, like those rocks, probably a snake under it.
Yeah. Like that. You know, the problem is you see all these things, you're like, oh yeah, you get used to them. Your brain stops fucking registering them as like things. And then you step on one and it takes a disliking to that. And you don't even really know something's happening. Something bumps your foot. Like, that could be fucking anything. You know? And meanwhile, your blood's turning to like fucking pudding.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, like, provided you got some idea of what bit you,
Yeah.
you know, every fucking thing in Queensland has loads of antivenoms.
I fucking heard something move.
Don't worry, it's just a scyther.
Don't worry, Ember. We just want to have some fun.
I like that there's like a space for a car to come down, but like all this place leads to is just down there. And it's like, well, what the fuck's that for? I suppose maybe to have like a different spot to get you if your dumbass falls down, you know? So they don't have to like heave your idiot ass all the way to the fucking top.
That's a nice stick.
I think humans have been saying that's a nice stick in some permutation or another for like literally 100,000 years. You know? Oh. It's a nice stick. Been the human aesthetic appreciation. Look at that.
Hello, we're the Stick Society.
It's a nice stick.
Go around collecting sticks and releasing them into the wild.
Where the fuck are we? We're just back out on the road, but like further away.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
Honestly, my vote is we just go back that way. I don't want to walk up there.
Yeah, I don't want to walk on the road. Exact fucking opposite of what we want to go in.
I mean, the shitty thing is now I really wish I had something to sit in and roll down here. Because that's fun. Maybe we could try and make one. Oh man, that was gonna be the axle of my fucking bushmobile.
I'm pretty sure there's more sticks around. I think we're set for sticks.
Yeah, but that was a nice stick. You said so yourself. You know, we found it. Yeah. What are the odds that we're gonna find 2 nice sticks on this journey? You know, I bet that bush fucking technology guy is, 80% of his day is finding nice sticks. It's probably why he bought the fucking property up there. Like, oh yeah.
Nice sticks
Yeah.
here.
Licks his finger, holds it up, he's like, oh yeah, nice sticks.
I just want to see something, like an animal, somewhere.
I'm not sure about that.
Like, not near us, but...
Yeah, like I feel like there's like a degree of space. Like you want to be careful what you wish for, you know?
Very true.
Like I don't want to, I will, but I don't want to have to fight a fucking, cassowary with a bit of fucking stick. Because like around here, not so nice sticks. Look at that piece of shit. That one's okay. It's not a fighting stick though, that's the problem. It's just a fucking poking stick. It's for whipping the kids.
Still want to know who came through and chopped these all down.
I was like, it had to have been like some combination of wind and rain maybe?
But it just looks too clean cut, you know? I mean, probably
Some of that
just
looks
water
kind
and
of
rain.
broke, yeah. But it'll be that water thing about going over it for ages, weakens it.
Yeah.
Root.
Root barn.
Fucking. Imagine just living in a little hole in a fucking cliff. Think of that.
Fuck that, man.
Well, I crawl out and I eat all day.
Well, something pooed here, so there's definitely been an animal around. But the poo's got mold on it, so it's been here a while.
It's probably like a rat dog or something, you know. That feels like someone's walked their dog down here.
Yeah, this is like, I wouldn't want to walk a dog here.
I'd want to watch an old lady walk a shitty old lady yappy dog around here because I just suspect that stupid thing would like hear something over there and just bolt off and just fucking roll down the hill. And the idea of watching a shitty yappy dog roll down a hill while an old lady screams at it is just very funny to me.
I kind of want to see someone tear through here on a Pee-wee 50.
I wish I had one of those now. Be fucking great. You know, like that. Like that looks like where that little fucking worm lived in fucking Labyrinth, you know? Except at least he looked like he could read a book.
Yeah, there's hives in there too. It's like wasp hives. So, I don't know what's living in there, but it's probably an
It
ecosystem.
might be native bees. Yeah, like that tree looks like a fucking hand, you know? And like it's about to grab something.
We're gonna grab
Or a
us.
seat.
Let's get out.
You know, I could just sit up there all day while someone else walks past and ask them to answer my riddle.
It does look like a riddle sitting tree. Straight out, that looks like straight out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. That's like a convenient. See, like that fucking 10-year-old part of my brain wants to see if I can just lodge that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
no. That's
God,
where the
do I
boulder
wanna.
monster lives.
Well, again, it's that thing, you can't fuck with shit, you just gotta observe shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like if someone comes and fucks with you, fine. You know, like I'm not gonna sit there and just be like, oh yeah, the cassowary is just curious. It's like, fuck no.
No, I'm not going anywhere near that
I'm
motherfucker.
I'm doing my human thing of hurling big rocks at it until it goes away.
Dude, cassowaries, no. That's just a dinosaur.
I love seeing the degree to which animals understand me throwing shit at them, you know? Like, because they'll understand something coming at them. They understand that is easy. But like,
What's that? Oh, you still got a stick. Oh, look, it's something else.
because I'll do that with like the fucking cat, you know? Just throw food at her. I think she sort of like understands, but, you know. I mean, my cat's not a good fucking subject because she has a small pebble where her brain should be. This is a bad time to do this when I've got a strained calf muscle. Should have put this on the Sunday job. Oh, that's a nice firm.
Yeah, but we do recording on Thursday, so there's not as many people around.
That's a good point.
Because Sundays will be kids.
I gotta like really drop my fucking waist and engage the glutes. See, now that log, I feel like I could put some stirrups on that bugger and ride it down the hill. You know?
Yeah.
Like I could Major Kong that motherfucker. It looks like it's built for it.
You'd be like, fucking that assassin in Dragon Ball who rides on the pillars that he throws.
Is that Dragon Ball? Like the
original Dragon Ball.
I don't remember that one. My brother's watched all of Dragon Ball. I haven't.
He was like the guy who used to be Tien's master. Like, I think his name was Jackie Chun.
I mean, wasn't Jackie Chun one of like fucking Roshi's, you know, disguises or some shit?
No, I think it was a different character. But yeah, either way, he throws pillars and like flies on them.
Weird myth behind that. Throw a pillar and then catch it and then ride on it. That's some 12-year-old physics, that is.
This is definitely the part where you go down on something. Like this is just a straight vertical with bumps. Look at that.
This is someone's like fucking BMX trail. Yeah, this is for like, see, horses and bikes.
Yeah, that's. Let's not go down there because then I'd have to go back up there.
I'm honestly looking around for something I can sit on. Like just a bit of cardboard, you know?
I feel that's a bad idea.
Well, I can get back up, you know?
Well, true.
I'm not saying you do it. I'm not fucking volunteering your ass. You can't fucking do shit. Maybe a big bit of bark, you know?
I swear.
Even that fucking safety shit's not good enough.
If that log wasn't like wrapped around that tree, we could knock that down.
I like how that log being right around that tree is what made that step there, basically, you know? Maybe I could weave a boogie board out of plants. Look, so this one's already broken. I got this one. And then, all right, okay, hang on, wait a minute. All right, now that came loose. Oh. That's fucking stupid, I don't want to weave anymore. This is dumb.
I like when they just nail a piece of like wood to a tree so it grows straight, you know?
Imagine someone rolling up and just nailing a dead guy to you.
What's this for? So you grow tall and straight? What? Yeah.
I mean, that might have been better for your back. We don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
true.
you should have had.
The funny thing is, because like it's wood, so the tree's being nailed to a tree in essence. Yep, it's wood. Where'd that adventurer guy go?
No.
Off he goes.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what you should be doing. That's, you know, he's got the stick and everything. So you need the stick.
I've got a stick at home. It's got a pointy end on it, so I can.
We'll come back and we'll bring your stick and me a flat bit of cardboard. That'll be the game. I'm gonna get down that fucking.
Get the head strap, put the camera on you. Off you go. Could ride Wayne's scooter down here.
I mean, I'm not doing that.
You would die.
I mean, those like Segway things are not built for this.
No.
You know, there are some that have a bit of off-road capability, but like the sheer amount of fucking violent fucking thudding that those things are going to be exposed to.
I want to see the people on those like mountain bike unicycles. Try to come down one of these.
Yes, I do too. Yep.
Someone's mask.
That tree's not wearing its fucking mask. Someone's shirt. What the fuck? This is a naked dead guy down there, like.
Wouldn't fucking surprise me. Like, dude, those are just, yeah. Those give me anxiety.
I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything up there, but see, that's the trick. That's how they get you. Okay, we'll call this one the reach around. Just organisms trying to live, and here's me.
It's like how they have like, don't tap on the glass. I do want to just roll things down the hill.
Might have accidentally hit the naked dead guy. Ah, God, the up part. Come on, ass muscles.
The up part sucks.
Gotta use the glutes.
So I'm going to film my Australian kids television show. It's like Ginny from Down Under, but it's not. It's just called Gin from Down Under. Isn't it Gin or Genie? Shut up! I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck ever. It sounds cooler. It's more cultural.
Yeah.
You know?
I want some fucking Genie shoes, eh? You know those curly ones?
Yeah. I mean, you can get those.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen them just in like those Indian stores that sell like fabric and shit for weddings.
That's pretty sweet.
So I could almost fashion that into a toboggan.
Yeah.
You know? That's how these things start. You're like, oh, you look at that. You might fucking just roll down a hill on it. I'd want something to protect my knuckles.
Good idea.
A helmet's obvious, but I want something to protect my knuckles.
And a cup.
Yeah, I really don't need a cup.
What if you came off and your legs went around a tree?
I mean, if I'm going toward a tree, I'm thinking about where my legs. I'm not just going to go way and like.
No, but I'm saying if like you maybe hit a rock and then you come off the toboggan.
No, I'm assuming that's going to happen.
Okay.
But like, I mean, the reason I'm choosing down there is because it's like, you know, I mean, it's got some dips, but it's like a fairly treeless stretch. And B, you know, like I'd have to be. A tree would have to jump in my way, you know?
Yeah.
Day 7, we've been lost in the fucking trail. We will never find our way. Oh, wait, no, there's the bit. It's the one bit of railing. It only being this long is just very funny to me. It's got a real, like, SimCity quality to it. You know, I just...
Yeah.
Before someone realized that they'd be there fucking clicking and dragging for ages. I haven't seen like, you know, you go to the rainforest to see green. I come up to Mount Coot-tha and being able to see like fern and shit. You know, whatever that little cunt is. So many things kind of look like weed but aren't. Reminds me of the time a friend of mine just smoked stuff in his backyard to see if anything did something.
Yeah, I did that. Oregano, don't smoke it.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
I mean, I hear it works with nutmeg.
Does not.
Welcome to sweaty sweat watch.
Welcome to 121 kilos of fat.
Well, you know, again, engage, you gotta really squeeze them cheeks. Now see, here's how they get you, because you could walk all the way back up over there again, or you could take
Adventure
the
path.
Yeah. You could take the Dark Souls shortcut. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That just says you're not meant to be here. Where are my feet going? Fuck, I don't know.
Someone's gonna find this camera. It's gonna be some Blair Witch shit.
Like, that's not great. Oh, literal mountaineering. Fucking look at me go. It's down there. I mean, like, some of that looks kind of like a crash pad, sort of soft. You almost fell to your death.
Nah, I didn't.
I mean, I wouldn't be leaning like that if I were you.
Yeah, the tree will take my weight. Next thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just a bit of bark slips. You know, it's just like, oh, well. So today we're going to learn about the speed of Brisbane's emergency response units.
I wish I could just roll down the hill, eh?
I mean, there are some hills that you can roll down. I mean, this ain't them. You know, that's...
We should definitely make some toboggans and go down some grass hills.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's not cliffs exactly, they're more of a precipice, but still. They can piss right the fuck off.
Oh, we lived.
Yeah, that's right. Walked halfway down a fucking mountain.
Take that,
or a
nature.
quarter of the way. I do wish there was a bit of fucking, what are the odds I can't find a bit of cardboard and like a bit of bush off the edge of like a place where, you know, there are like bars and fucking a coffee place and shit. Like, honestly, I'm actually, you know what? I'm proud of you for not throwing shit off the edge. Because
it'd be so easy.
It would be, yeah. You know, people would do it. Be like, oh, yeah. Gotta go get rid of this shit. And then it's just like, oh, oops, it fell off the edge. I mean, it's cardboard. It's not like you're fucking throwing down, you know, 6-pack holders to strangle shit. It'll just melt into the fucking soil anyway. But still, you know, might be some artificial flavors and colorings in that shit. That...
Oh look, Harry Potter lives there. I assume that's what HP means.
Can't tell if there's a bit of spiderweb on you or if it's just some amazing sweat glisten.
Probably sweat glisten. And spiders. Just a spider chilling on my back.
You've got a sweat web. The spiders were like, look, it's water.
Don't drink my moisture. I need it to live.
You all laughed at me, but spiders drink my moisture. Ah, back safe. Within the confines of the fucking car where, like, only Amber's moisture spiders remain.
It's like Charlotte's Web. You know? I don't know how that movie ends, but they probably kill me.
A beverage on Titan. The back of his neck has a delicious sipping pool. I can hear him.
Having the sex while we're drinking the amber.